Hello, everyone, and welcome to MMA 24/7 Quick Hits. I'm your host, Johnny Brown. Today, we are joined by Josh Cuddly Bear Copeland, fighting this weekend, July 29th, at PFL, their second event against Mike Kyle. How you doing today, Josh?
Man, I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, man. Let's jump into your fight this weekend. You're taking on Mike Kyle, a guy that's fought in every promotion, pretty much any country. I mean, this guy's a true veteran of the sport. What do you think of your opponent and his overall skill set?
Man, I mean, his skill set's there. You know, he's a definitely got decent wrestling. He's got some good submissions, and definitely more known for his striking though. And that's pretty much like me too. And that's I love the fights where we go out and let's see who who lands first. You know.
Absolutely. And this is your first fight under the PFL banner. Obviously, this used to be the World Series of Fighting, which you had fought in. They had a whole new restructure of the brand, and next year they're bringing in like a season format and tournaments. We don't know all the details, but have you liked what you heard and you like the direction the company is going in?
Man, I mean, I'm definitely excited about it. You know, anytime you get a chance to fight for $1 million, let's jump on board. And as far as I understand, the format's basically the season is going to be January to August, and January to August they'll give every fighter will have 3 fights, and they'll do it based off of a point system, and first, second, third round finishes versus decision wins, and all that'll be all you'll earn different points for sooner and later and blah blah blah. And apparently the top 8 guys with the most points at the end of the season will make it into an 8-man tournament style bracket. So I figure if the season's over in August, then they'll probably give you a couple months off, and probably around October you'll have 2 fights in one night, and that'll get it down to the 2 finals, and probably in December they'll set it up for the big $1 million finale, you know.
You bring up fighting twice in one night. Is that something you'd be interested in? I know some fighters aren't really into that. Is that something that interests you?
Man, I'm definitely interested in it, you know. That's you put that type of money up, it's time to go, you know.
Absolutely. And let's go back to last year, June 2016. You were involved in one of the best heavyweight fights of the year, probably one of the best heavyweight fights of the last couple of years against the champion Ivanov. It was a closely contested decision. You lost, unfortunately. Is that a fight you definitely want back?
Oh, for sure. That's I'd say the exciting thing about the PFL is, you know, next year we're fighting for the $1 million, but I was kind of disappointed. My goal this year, and Ray Sefo even told me last year that right after my fight that he was very impressed and thought that the fight could have went either way. And he told me, he's like, man, I'm going to get you another fight, and if you win that, I'm going to get you another shot at the title. So I've just been waiting for that next fight, and I didn't realize it was going to take over a year to come around, you know. So once we locked this down, I told my manager earlier on in the year that, hey, my goal is, you know, let's go out and finish whoever, and I want to win that belt before the end of the year, before World Series is no more. And I didn't realize that they were going to change the name and PFL, all that stuff this year, you know. So I don't know. To me, it was kind of frustrating just in that aspect. It's first time I ever lost a title shot, and you know that definitely, I don't know, just would like to do it again, but it is what it is.
I hear you. Hopefully we get to see that rematch pretty soon. I know this question you probably get a lot. You're probably tired of hearing it, but we got to address it. How did you get that unique nickname, Josh Cuddly Bear Copeland? How did that come about?
Man, it's for me, I actually, I don't know. I got into doing jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts basically to keep the weight off. And I was actually going to college for youth ministry. And for me, doing the whole training aspect was mainly just to be healthy. And, you know, so once I started seeing that, hey, I might be able to do something with this. My coach, Trevor Whitman, was telling me one day, driving back from wrestling practice, he's like, Josh, we need to get you a nickname. And I told him, I'm like, well, Alvin Robinson, he always calls me the Bear every time I come in and start grappling. And I told him I don't like that. It sounds a little too mean. I'm more like a Cuddly Bear. And he just starts laughing, and he's like, that's it. That's perfect. You're the Cuddly Bear. And for me, I always wanted something that represented me as a person, not just as a fighter or whatnot, So it definitely stuck, and it's something that I don't know, adults and kids really enjoy and all that. So it's been fun.
All right, now let's step away from the cage just a bit. When you are not in training and you're not at the gym, what do you like to do in your free time? What does Josh Copeland like to do when he's not fighting?
Man, I don't know. I'd say pretty much everything. You'll catch me in the mountains. I enjoy being out in the woods, enjoy all that stuff, enjoy going to the water park with my son and wife and all that stuff. Man, I don't know. I'm a spontaneous person, man. I enjoy playing cards. I enjoy playing whatever, doing whatever, or even just sitting around and wrestling around with my little 4-year-old, So that's I don't know. Training's pretty much what I do all the time. So we've got a decent little routine going on, but yeah, I was just out at Disneyland a few weeks ago for my son's 4th birthday and got to spend a week out there having some fun, So I like to do it all.
Now I got to ask, when you were at Disneyland, what was your favorite ride there?
Man, I tell you, we spent a day at Universal, and I'll tell you, they did that Harry Potter ride. they did that one right. It's being in that castle. I mean, dude, that was to me. You really feel like you're at Hogwarts. That was fun. And for me over at Disney, I'd say my favorite ride over there is probably the Haunted Mansion. But in Disneyland, they've got California Adventures. Just part of Disney there. And the Guardians of the Galaxy, the new ride, which was the Tower of Terror. They changed it up, and man, I was actually very surprised. Yeah, that was a blast.
Oh man, that sounds pretty awesome. I have to check that Harry Potter ride out when I get a chance to go out there. I'm gonna let you have the floor for the last bit. Any sponsors, training partners, anyone you want to shout out? The floor is yours, my man. Let's hear it.
Man, for me, my coach Ryan Schultz always says it. You don't make it to the top by yourself. And that's my team up at Trials Martial Arts, Team Elevation, 303 Training Center, Genesis Training Center, Lauren Landau, my strength and conditioning coach. Man, that's I'm blessed with having a phenomenal group around me. And that's we get in and get after it day in and day out. And that's how I plan to grow every fight. Never want to be the same. So, I'm blessed in that regard.
There he is, the man that will be fighting this weekend, July 29th against Mike Kyle, Josh Cuddly Bear Copeland. Thanks for joining us today, Josh.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'd like to thank you all for listening to this edition of MMA 24/7 Quick Hits. I'm your host, Johnny Brown. Go give us a follow on Facebook, MMA 24/7, if you haven't already. Also, look in the description. We're going to put Josh Copeland's social media in there so you can give him a follow. He's been a great guest. And have a great day.